What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about some of the bass mods that I want to do. I tried my hardest not to mod either one of these two basses that I have, and they're really not failing in any way. And usually when that happens, you should leave it alone. But we know I'm going to pick at it. So let's talk about this one first. This one's pretty easy. The Skull and Bones MB4 is a nice bass designed by Frank Bello. So what's cool is he had his own little detent here, so you could go to either pickup and a volume for each one of them. So I wouldn't really want to mess around with the electronics too much. I think the jazz position sounds really good, and the P doesn't sound as good as the J, so I'm going to change out the P. That one's going to be the precision bass pickup. I have a real nice one coming. It's out of a 63 reissue American P bass, which is going to sound better. This one, I don't have too many complaints about it. It doesn't sound bad, but the pull pieces aren't in there really solid. So if you're slapping around, might get a little tickle here and there. We're also going to put flat wound strings on this, and I'm going to put the bigger set of flat wound strings on this particular guitar. Labella has two different sizes. This is like the cool brand. Yeah. And I'm going to put that's the smaller size. I'm going to put that on the smaller bass. So anytime you change the strings and you put like $40 strings on your bass, make sure you just wrap up anything you wanted to do underneath the strings. So like changing out a pickup or changing out these pots. This one in particular, I could change it back here. But a lot of times you have to take the whole pickguard off. So if you just want to change out one of these, but you're going to put really expensive strings on, change that first, then put the strings on. Also, if you want to change the bridge, it would be nice to have a nicer bridge for this, but we'll mod this one more over time. It's going to get nicer tuning pegs because you don't want to put $40 strings on cheap tuning pegs either. This one, man, it plays so nice. The only thing about it is the string noise is pretty high when I go back and forth. And if you have flat wounds, they're smooth. Basically, round wounds means that the string has a round string wrapped around the middle string. Now the flat wounds, it's not really like that. It's smooth all the way around on the outside because it's a flat sheet of metal that they're winding around it. The downsides are higher tension, which, you know, it might affect me. I might not even like the feel of them. I think rounds are going to be a little bit slinkier. But the more you play hard with rounds, the more you kind of hit the frets, which is cool for slap. You want like a little bit of percussive, but for the most part, you do not want to hear your frets clacking. And same thing, we're going to do a pickup change out on the pickup. I really don't want to. It's just I have better options, you know, like. And then I traded a whole guitar for these pickups. These are Fidelitron pickups for a guitar. And this is actually a guitar pickup, so I'm going to hang one in here, and I think the chrome will look nice. They're a lot hotter pickups, and they're humbuckers, so you won't get that squealing noise from just being plugged into it. Also going to change out the strings to the lighter gauge flat wounds, changing the tuning pegs to ones that could hold up. The bridge is nice. I'm not going to mess with that. The strings actually fit into all the slots. It would be nice to have deeper screws to go with it, but that could be modded later. I might change out the pots, but maybe not. It depends on if I'm feeling cheap.